What's good? What's good, y'all? Mikey T, the movie star here. How's everybody doing tonight? Let's get into the live stream. I'm sure a lot of people are waiting to hear about this. You know, I was waiting to hear what ARAB actually had to say about Casanova as well. Mr. Official 4110, Samantha Smith, what's going on, guys? Share this video if you haven't already. Let's get ready. Let's have a good night. I got some dope smoke on deck. Brett Rogers, what's popping? We got some official word from ARAB tonight on Casanova. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people interested in hearing that. Brett Rogers said free ARAB. Damn right, free ARAB. Jarrell Stinson asked, is AB free? No, AB is not currently free, you guys. AB is not currently free. Let me take a look, though. Let me take a look. Get up in here and check this out, actually. Because you can actually get on there and check. Yeah. At this time, currently, ARAB's sentencing is unknown. Has Lils, what's poppin'? Appreciate you for tuning in. Gang, do your thing, fam. Keep up the good work. That's right, as only I can do. I actually just did an exclusive interview last night with Uncasa from Dipset. You know what I mean? This is going to be a major interview, guys. I'm really excited to show it to you. We got some interesting content when it comes to Max B on that one. I'm talking about a face-off between Max B and Joel Santana. What's good with Low? Low is out of jail. Low is home right now. God bless Dark Low. He is home. You know what I mean? Dark Low was sitting up for a while unjustly, in many people's opinion. What up, Tanya Tylene? Yeah, Dark Low is good. He's sitting up at home. He's with his family. You know what I mean? He has another mountain to climb, as I've said before. You know what I mean? So right now, we got to give Dark Low an opportunity to deal with everything in front of him. Mr. Flip by faith, not by sight. Appreciate you for tuning in. Share this video, you guys. We got 30 people in here. Let's get the wave up, y'all. Going to be talking about some shit tonight. You know what I mean? Any news on Road to Glory? Arez asked, did Casanova get bail? Right now, Casanova's bail is apparently going to be put under consideration. Seattle, All Pro 206 was popping, man. Appreciate Seattle for tapping in, man. Just let people know about my brand, Mikey T, the movie star out in Seattle. You know, it's dope. It's dope when you can grow in outside markets. You know, like fundamentally, I've been in the Connecticut, New York, New Jersey, Philadelphia, down to the Miami market. You know what I mean? But growing in other areas is major to what you do. Pottstown, PA. Is AB or Cass getting bail? Or Rez asked. Rez, are you not paying attention? Come on, man. What are you, one of those internet trolls that just like ask the same question 5 times in a row? Yeah, the YouTube Live is a new thing I've been trying to tap in with. Any news on Road to Glory? No, not too much news on Road to Glory, other than it's in the final stages of completion. You know what I mean? Apparently there is a label behind the album. What about the homie Boog, Mikey? Boog. Oh, Boog. I don't know too much about Boog's case. I heard he copped out. I heard a lot of them already got sentenced, but I'm not too sure. What is Boog's name? If you tell me Boog's name, I could look him up. Janetti, what's good? Appreciate you for tuning in. Apparently, we got to get let me see what I can do here. Appreciate everybody for tuning in tonight. We're speaking on ARAB, but also I want to open the spectrum of topics. You know, I want to speak on a couple other things as well, like the fact that Rowdy Rebel is home, the fact that Bobby Shmurda seems like he's going to be coming home in the month of February as well, from what I saw on Instagram and the posts and stuff. But I can take a little bit more of a look into that as well. But as soon as we get some more people in here, I would like to actually read out the response. You know what I mean? I want to read out the response that I got from ARAB in regard to Casanova's case. Tanya says, Mikey, respect on keeping up with the OBH news. Yeah, I do want to get the one-on-one interview with Dark Low, but I got to be respectful to what he has going on right now. You know what I mean? I can't expect Dark Low to just want to jump in and interview mode, you know, now that he's out and shit like that. I can't really expect that from Dark Low. That wouldn't be respectful on my end either. Jarrell Stinson, you're a legend, Mikey T. Well, Jarrell, let me ask you, when did you first get into my content? When did you first get, you know what I mean, in tune with what I'm doing? Let me know. You know, we had a couple interesting stories. That's why I actually added Chief Keef to the headline. I actually did an interview with Meek J. Oh, PF, what is the name of the movie website? PF, is that you? Okay, is that you, Miss Tay? Let me get you that movie website. Now that I got both my computers on deck, I can help you out. Miss Tay, what type of computer do you... That's the movie site for the movie Fatal, right? With Michael Ealy. Man, I'm going to need to get a check from promoting this movie from them. Okay, this is what I want you to type in. Movies 7.2. That's all you got to type in, and you'll see it right there on the front page. Oh, this is someone else? Well, what website are you asking for then? What website are you asking for? I appreciate everybody tuning in. I was just about to tap in on the note of Chief Keef, actually. Let me see. Let me see if I can invite someone on here. Excuse me, guys. I'm just adding some people to the live. Yeah, it's crazy what's been going on this week in hip hop, right? Okay, did you get on the joint? Let me know that you actually got on the joint. Willie Six, what's popping? Appreciate you for tapping in. Alvin John says, Mikey, Philly's been hot since the rap group 3 times. Dope. Also, Steady B and Cool C. Thanks for covering them. Yep. Alvin Johns, I appreciate you for tapping in, man. You know what I mean? Leaving content, leaving comments, watching the content. Fred Mack, what's popping, man? Appreciate you joining. Appreciate you joining in tonight. Let me see what's going on, though. I'm trying to get a special guest in here who was actually there the night that Chief Keef got. You know what I mean? The night that Chief Keef had to fight it out in New Jersey. Joe Hans, what's up? Let me see if they got anything new on that site. Now, the newest one I'm seeing is Fatal, whatever. Yeah, watch that shit, man. That's joint's dope. Willie Six, it's popping, man. Appreciate you. Hold on one second. Bari. Let me get my bro Bari. See what I can do here, you guys. We're gonna get this shit. Yeah, that's right. We got an update on Casanova PF. We got an update on Casanova from Arab as well, you guys. Let me check that out right now. Let me actually read that for everybody that's tuned in to hear that. You know, Arab said, I told Ab that Cass's team is trying to put up 2.5 million worth of assets and money to get him out. And apparently right now the judge is considering it. So that's what I told Ab about Casanova. Obviously, he heard about the indictment. It's very unfortunate what happened with Casanova here. You know what I mean? Because Casanova really had a career that was moving. Casanova had a career that was moving more than, with all due respect, some of the guys like Bobby Shmurda and Arab himself, who's locked up, you know, both of them guys who are locked up right now. Casanova was actually able to be out here moving and going doing shows. You know what I mean? This is no disrespect to Bobby Shmurda or Arab. You know, Arab is probably my favorite rapper. Bobby Shmurda obviously had a hot single that was going to take him to get a lot of bread, but Casanova was out here for years generating income off of doing shows. You know what I mean? Based on his singles. Yep. So yeah, they put up 2.5 million. They actually put up 2.5 million dollars so Casanova could come home. 2.5 million, excuse me. They have a few different properties and then 1.3 million between 5 different people's salaries. And this is something I was saying about Casanova's case, you guys. If they were putting up that much money and that many people were coming to the table, that many people were coming to the table for Casanova's case, you know a lot of people have his back. Anybody in here today, if you guys want to donate to the channel, the best way to donate to the channel is Cash App. Cash App, Mikey T Movie. If you want to support the channel, you guys, I definitely appreciate everyone that gets in tune with me, everyone that supports me, and everyone that donates, especially you guys. Y'all is too real. Let me see what I can get. I don't really want to entertain none of the BS. I want to keep the topics to what we're doing in hip hop, you guys. I don't want to stray away from that too much. I don't want to stray away from that too much. I want to focus on the topics at hand, you guys. So let's look into the situation with Arab and Casanova. I know a lot of you guys are tuned in based on that. I want to say free my brother Arab. Welcome home, Dark Low. Dark Low is back. That's right. Arab said this about Casanova, you guys. He said, "That's crazy about Casanova. I wish him the best. These feds know how to conjure up charges to make the minimum time you're facing 15 years. A lot of you guys know that Arab right now is facing a minimum sentence of 15 years himself. You know what I mean? So the way that they racked up the charges on Casanova, Ab is obviously seeing similarities in it. And it's saying right here, he's saying, these feds know how to conjure up charges to make the minimum time you're facing be 15 years. Shaking my head. There's really another M and an F in there too, to be honest with you guys. They're more criminal than the criminals. That's what Arab said in regard to Casanova, you guys. Arab is a real one. You know what I mean? Arab touching on Casanova right now is a dope thing. I appreciate him for doing that and sharing his words. Even though I think Ab is seeing some similarities in their cases, even though Ab is seeing some similarities in their cases, I think it's just more likely that Casanova actually beats these charges, and I think they're going to hem him up. Yeah, a lot of people feel bad for Casanova right now because of how far he had really come in the game. You know what I mean? A lot of people are feeling for Casanova right now because of how far he had come in the game. Casanova was making a name for himself, and he actually had the opportunity to spread his wings. Casanova got off of parole, and he was able to travel to other countries and spread awareness. Casanova met people like Fabulous and Chris Brown and was able to jump on their tours and start to get other fan bases to really know about him. I was really proud of the presence that Casanova had made on the hip hop game. Why do I say that? Because I was one of the earliest people to actually interview Casanova. I went into the projects. I'm not exactly sure where we were, but I went into the projects to interview him. Casanova was there with Memphis Bleak. Casanova was there with Memphis Bleak. It was dope because, I had a bit of a previous relationship with Warehouse Music Group. Debo, major salute Debo. That's actually True Life's brother. I was actually working with Warehouse Music Group down in Miami. Right now, my bro EC Fresco is actually working with them. Let me see if I can get this to my boy EC. EC's actually working with Warehouse Music Group right now. You guys know it's Warehouse Music Group / Rock Nation. Memphis Bleak really has been making a name for himself as the CEO for, I think, about over 5 years now, because I had interviewed him. I'd interviewed him back in like 2014. So we're going on 7+ years right now. And, Memphis Bleak actually came in at the beginning with that Get Low records, but to see him progress and actually, do some signings like Casanova, Manola Rose. They had some other acts out there as well who they were trying to break. So, Memphis Bleak is really on his shit, you guys. Yep. Crazy. RICO charges. Ridiculous. Yup. Get Low Entertainment Iceberg. I remember I actually met G Baby. I actually met G Baby with Frenchie. Yeah. I actually met G Baby with Frenchie. That was crazy meeting G Baby, man. I had a lot of respect for G Baby the first time I met him. RIP to G Baby, man. You know, G Baby jumped on my camera. He's like, we don't even use guns no more. He's like, I proved myself when it came to that. We don't even need to pull out guns on camera no more. People already know what we're about. Crazy, crazy. Somebody cash app Mikey T movie right now. Somebody cash app Mikey T movie $50. And I'm going to tell you a crazy story of G Baby, Frenchie, domination, Dice, Maybach Dice. I'm going to tell you about how they all ran into each other in the Bronx. Somebody cash app Mikey T movie $50 right now. Yeah. If you guys want the story of who G Baby chased out of a studio, cash app. Otherwise, I'm sworn to secrecy. What is News IG? That used to be with G Baby. I don't think you're talking about News that actually went on to sign with Murder Inc., right? That's not the News you're talking about, right? I'm not lying, Modu. I'm not lying, Modu. I'm not lying. I never lie. I'm not the guy who jumps onto the joint. I'm not the guy who jumps on this joint and lies. You're never going to see that with Mikey T, the movie star. Why would I do that? Since 2008, 2009, I've been bringing you guys exclusive interviews. When everybody else out there would just started bringing you little snippets of the Instagram clips, Mikey T, the movie star, still brought you all real content. Long 15, 10, 7, 8, 9-minute interviews with artists. And I've never stopped doing that, you guys. Dark Skin News that used to be with G Baby and Bed-Stuy. I actually met G Baby with Frenchie. I was working with Murda Baby, DJ Lazy K. They were attempting to pick me up to do some work with Street Treats, excuse me. It was going to be Street Treat DVD. And before that, they had done an association with Cocaine City in French Montana. They saw me heating up the streets, so they reached out to me. They had me over Jersey a few times. They were like, yo, Mikey, on the way back, we want you to go check in with Frenchie. So actually, you guys, just to be 100% honest with everybody watching, I thought I was actually meeting up with French Montana. Yo, Nebraska, what's popping? Anybody in here tonight that wants to donate to the channel, it's Cash App Mikey T Movie. So, guys, I headed back to Connecticut from Jersey after my meeting with DJ Lazy K, who, she was the mixtape host for the $1 Million Baby joints. Murda Baby and Lazy K had told me they had a major association with Cocaine City. So I was like, okay, these guys are fitting to put me on. They're fitting to put it on. It was going to be Street Treats DVD presents Mikey T, the movie star, or something like that. 10,000 DVDs, they told me. I thought we was lit. You know what I mean? But so I went back and actually to meet up with Frenchie. It was actually Frenchie, not French Montana. It was Frenchie, Waka Flocka's cousin. And he actually had G Baby with him. So that was actually like a positive note. I actually got to meet G Baby because I would actually go on to meet Frenchie a number of times. I would go on to meet Frenchie a number of times. Belle, thank you very much. I appreciate that Cash App donation. You are the shit. That for the Cash App donation. Anybody else that wants to donate, it's Cash App Mikey T Movie. So, guys, I was saying when I got the opportunity to meet G Baby, it was actually a blessing. I would go on to meet Frenchie a number of times. We actually did an interview last year as well. I'd go on to have more of a relationship with Frenchie, but this was actually the only time I met G Baby. Yep. Cha-ching! Anybody that wants to donate to the channel, anybody that really messes with me here on Report Card Radio. Yo, Larry, thank you, man. He says, great reporting from me. I appreciate you for tuning in, man. And this week, I've actually got an interview with Uncasa dropping. If you could believe it, Uncasa is actually breaking down the story of Joel Santana checking Max B. Everybody that's tuned in right now, we got the story for you guys. Joel Santana checked Max B in a Harlem boutique. Max was shopping for some designer. Max B was shopping for some designer. I'm not dropping the story right now. Hit that Cash App. I might tell you a couple details. You know what I'm saying? When's Bobby getting out of jail? Yeah, Bobby Shmurda. Bobby Shmurda could be looking at a compassionate release. Bobby Shmurda could be looking at a compassionate release. He's very optimistic that'll be coming home February. Guys, they posted it. You know what I mean? They posted it up. Arab actually said to me a few weeks ago, when I told him that Rowdy Rebel was home, Ab was like, oh, is Bobby home? I know that they got the same amount of time. And I was like, nah, Ab, Bobby's not home yet. Bobby's coming home December 21st, 2021. So a lot of people were actually under the impression that Bobby and Rowdy got the same amount of time. You know what I mean? So it's good to see them coming home so close, because a lot of people would have thought you were going to have to wait 2 more years to see them together. You know what I mean? And I want to see Rowdy Rebel really take off. I want to see Rowdy Rebel take off into the position that he needs to be in. Knowledge 810. You're going to have to stay tuned. You're going to have to stay tuned unless you want the story right now. Cash App Mikey T Movie, and I'll tell the story right now. Hit that Cash App, and I'll tell the story right now. Otherwise, you're going to have to stay tuned, because I got an exclusive interview with Uncasa that is like no other. Why? Because there's not many other bloggers out there, reporters out there that can really do interviews the way that I do interviews. Let me see if I could. Sorry about that, guys. They both did get 7. Bobby had got into a few fights that took away from his good time. Marcus Williams dropping a little bit of key information right there. And I believe there was a shank charge as well. So, yeah, a lot of times when these guys are sitting up, like look at Max B in his situation. Max had actually got hit with smoking weed. Max B had actually got hit with smoking weed while he was in there. So sometimes people will actually get hit with using that. Yeah, Uncasa, Mikey T, the movie star interview coming real soon. But y'all are gonna have to wait, because I just don't jump out the window. I don't just jump out the window with stuff. We got to get through all the details of Uncasa, signing his first record label, signing his first record deal at the age of 19, signing to a label that had actually signed R. Kelly as well. Uncasa is still that same guy. You know what I mean? Still that same rapper with the braids and the glasses. You know what I mean? That's what he told me. Fuck it. That's what he told me, that he was known as back in the day. Yeah. Yep. Uncasa's true hip hop stories. They definitely do be dope. Hold on a second. Oh, man, come on, man. People be hating on the Cassidy interview. In all honesty, y'all asked for it. Y'all out there asked me. You said, Mikey T, go get the interview with Cassidy, please. Or no, some of you guys even said, not even you guys in here, because I respect everybody that's tuning in and watching me, but a lot of haters said Cassidy would not interview with you, Mikey T. Mike T could never get a Cassidy interview. Why? Because I took interest in Cassidy actually joining the battle rap. You know what I mean? Getting back into it. So much so that all the battle rappers that I would interview, you got T-Top, you got Rum Nitty, you know what I mean? All these guys. I interviewed Hollow the Don. You know what I'm saying? I interviewed Head Ice. I interviewed a lot of the top battle rappers, guys. Geechee Gotti, Sue Surf, all these battle rappers. I would always ask them about Cassidy. And then I got the opportunity to actually interview Goods. I actually got the opportunity to interview Goods, the guy who actually battled Cassidy. You know what I mean? So that was a major opportunity for me. That was a major opportunity for me to actually get the opportunity to interview Goods. And still a lot of people out there thought, oh, Mikey T cannot. There's no way in hell Mikey T can actually get an interview with Cassidy. Yep. Marcus Williams say Cassidy's story on the way, the freeway battle was dope and accurate. I remember it like it was yesterday, but I bet if you interviewed him again, you can't get him to speak on Lloyd Banks. Marcus Williams, I've actually, when I interviewed Cassidy, he actually said one thing to me. He was like, yo, when I asked him if I could ask him something, he was like, you can ask me anything, bull. You can ask me anything, bull. I really appreciate the alley-oop that Cassidy has given me. You know what I mean? By entertaining the idea of me interviewing him, because I'm an articulate interview. You know what I mean? I like to, when I interviewed Uncasa last night, I told him, Casa, there's going to be a beginning, a middle, and an end to this interview, but there's also going to be some extra credit pieces here and there. Yay Pops asks, how many white people have I interviewed? Well, I've interviewed Rich Hill. I've interviewed Machine Gun Kelly. I've interviewed Millies. You're a cornball for making a statement like that, man. You're a cornball for making a statement like that. Even think I need to justify myself to you? You're like a loser who made a YouTube page. Come on, man. Come on, man. Asking me. I've interviewed Machine Gun Kelly. I've interviewed Scott Storch. I've interviewed Chris Webby. You know what I mean? People who have made Billboard charting records. Like to bring up the race card is retarded. And, I really appreciate Uncasa for shedding some light on that. You know what I mean? I really appreciate Uncasa for shedding some light on that in the interview, because he said you would get a lot more credit if it wasn't for the color of your skin. It's crazy. You know what I mean? I'm the guy that has interviewed Max B and it ended up on an album. You know what I mean? Yo, Colorado, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you for spreading the word about me in Colorado. You know what I mean? Any positive, anything really, just spreading the word about what I'm doing out here and changing the whole hip hop game is definitely appreciated, man. Free AR Rab, man. We're gonna say it. We're gonna say it till it's the other way around. AR Rab is free. You know what I mean? Because Ab's gonna come home. You know what I mean? And we're all gonna be waiting for him when he came home. Look at our situation with Max B, you guys. Look at what happened with Dark Low. Dark Low had told me, Mikey T, I need you to go on the internet and I need you to tell everybody to write the judge. I need you to tell everybody to write the judge, Mikey, because this judge that I have, Dark Low said this, you guys. He told me in a letter, and I probably have the letter right here. No, that ain't the letter. I'm tripping. But the letter's right over there somewhere. And Dark Low told me, Mikey T, I need you to have people write the judge and tell them about what type of a person I am. The judge loves to hear it. And guys, it worked out for us. We won. We won this situation. It's like when Daniel Bryan got the opportunity to compete at WrestleMania against Batista and Randy Orton. Vince McMahon wanted it to be Batista versus Randy Orton, but the fans really spoke volumes, and Daniel Bryan was added to the match. Dark Low came home, you guys. Dark Low was sitting up for a year, and he came home when the feds wanted him to sit for 5. Arab sitting in the hole without any proper care, and we spoke up, and we got them to move. We have a powerful movement, you guys. If we're unified, we're strong. Appreciate everybody for tapping in tonight on The Real, though. What's going on, man? What's the next topic? Where are we at with it right now? Let me check. Okay. So where are we at with it? What's the next topic? Let's see. Dark Low is home. Chief Keef got robbed heavily. Well, that was the word. That was the rumor. The rumor was that Chief Keef got robbed for his chain, right, you guys? The major rumor was that Chief Keef actually got robbed for his chain in New Jersey. But I actually got an exclusive interview with Meek J, a executive producer, a producer out of New Jersey who has worked with a number of artists, you guys. He has an album out right now with Gunplay, actually called Traffic. Gunplay, Baby Hami's on there. My guy Swelly's on there. RIP, Triple Beans, he's on there as well. It's basically Gunplay's collaboration with the whole city of New Jersey. And Meek J actually broke it down to me because he was there. He was there and watched it right in front of him. What happened with Chief Keef when Chief Keef got stripped and the chain literally came off of his neck, but then Chief Keef fought back. You know what I mean? Chief Keef, what, like early 20s, you know what I mean? Fighting dudes in New Jersey, coming all the way from Chicago. You know what I mean? Chief Keef held his own and made sure he got his jewelry back. And this was explained to me by somebody who was literally right there watching it. Samuel Views says, Mikey, we need that exclusive Dark Low interview since you're part of OBH, Mikey. Well, you know, as soon as I can comfortably interview Dark Low, it's going to happen. As soon as I can comfortably interview Dark Low, it can happen. I will repeat that until I'm gone, you guys. Because Dark Low and I, we're going to have a relationship that spans the test of time in hip-hop. Dark Low is an artist in hip-hop that he's like one of those artists that are, you know, like one in a decade type of artists, you guys. The connection that A.R.Ab and Dark Low had was like Jadakiss and Styles P to me. Point out a better, you know what I mean? Obviously, you got Mobb Deep. Then it went to the Locks, A.R.Ab and Dark Low. Point me a duo, you guys. Anybody in the chat, point me a better duo than that. And please, for the love of God, don't say Outkast because that's disrespectful. Outkast is one of the greatest groups of all time. Somebody in the chat, tell me a better hip-hop duo than A.R.Ab and Dark Low. Shit, French and Max. French and Max, you guys. I've totally forgot about that one, man. French and Max B. French and Max B, definitely two of the greatest rappers of all time to come together. You know what I mean? The way that they impacted each other's career. Yeah, old Zab. 2021. Red and Meth. West Side Gun and Conway. All right, was I wrong on that one, you guys? Run DMC doesn't count. No. Peachy F, no. That's not true. That's not, no. Myron, what the hell are you saying? You just cost me 10 viewers. You just cost me 10 viewers by saying that. Fred Mack says I'm not wrong. But yeah, nah, man, there's a lot of great duos in hip-hop, apparently. There's a lot of great duos in hip-hop, apparently. And I'm not going to talk about the formidable duos that actually had names like that, but I'm talking about guys like A.R.Ab and Dark Low, Max B and French Montana, obviously West Side Gun and Conway. You know what I mean? There's three right there, so I really got to do respect that. Yeah, Billy Dance, Little Fame, M.O.P., Mobb Deep, you know what I mean? Jadakiss and Styles P, obviously they're known as the Locks, so maybe I was speaking a little out of turn with that. I was more so speaking about unofficial duo members, you know, like with just two names. Clips, yep, major respect to Pusha T. Pusha T always showed me respect when I would interview him. I got 2 interviews with Pusha T, actually. Jay-Z and Kanye, okay, you could put that into that same because they're not an official group. Jim Jones and Cameron, nah, I wouldn't put them together like that, man. Jim Jones and Cameron, really? Iceberg, what's popping, man? Appreciate you for being in here. Daz and Corrupt, one of the best of the old school. One of the best of the old school. Should we talk about it, guys? Should we talk about Eminem and Snoop Dogg, or should I save that for another day? Shout to Mikey T. Mad love from Baltimore. Baltimore. Salute to you, Baltimore. Capone and Noriega. Yo, Nori, I'm ready for my deal. Somebody let Nori know I'm ready for my podcast deal. I'm ready now. Skirt. Let's get it, Nori. We got a lot of money to get. Imagine when Nori picks me up, how every single hip hop artist is going to come and sit down with me. Just imagine that. Richmond, VA, what's popping, Piff? Continue to strive for greatness. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Sandusky, Ohio. Salute. Appreciate you for tapping in. Free AR Rab and Dark Low so they continue. Whoa, top-notch stories. Your stories suck. Don't use this as your drop, but your stories suck. Yeah, guys, we got to get some real shit going on in this live tonight, man. I wanted to come on here and mess with y'all tonight. Let me see. About to roll something up. I think I got my lighter inside. About to roll something up. I'm going to do it like they do. Ghetto boys, come on, man. You guys is on point with the joints tonight, man. I really appreciate the interaction tonight from everybody. Appreciate all the different states tuning in from Ohio to Nebraska. You know what I mean? But yeah, I will say Daz and Corrupt. Chris, what's your issue? Baltimore. Chris, tell me, what is your issue with Snoop? You know, a lot of people I don't think know their history of Eminem and Snoop. You know what I mean? I don't think they know their history of Eminem and Snoop. You know what I'm saying? Oh, damn. Top-notch stories is gone. I wanted to jump on in a live and actually break down the situation with Snoop and Eminem, but I think that's better suited for another time. I think we could probably do that another time. But yeah, let me get something twisted up right now. You already know, Derek. If anybody wants to show love to the channel, Cash App is right there. Cash App Mikey T Movie. If you want to show love to the channel, anybody that donates to the channel is heavily appreciated. You already know what it is. Heavily appreciated if you donate to the channel. My boy Iceberg Slim says, I heard M turned down Snoop for a feature, and that's how it all started. See, them other bulls be on like heavy shit. You know what I mean? And then they be in the comments saying that Mikey T is off of this and off of that, but they don't really be knowing what I'm off of, man, because I only be off of the finest chronic. But my boy Iceberg Slim said, I heard M turn down Snoop for a feature, and that's how the beef started. That's interesting. That's interesting because, you know, at the beginning of M's career, Snoop Dogg was one of the features that solidified it for M on that Bitch Please 2 record. You know what I mean? With Dr. Dre, Exhibit, Snoop, Nate Dogg, and Eminem. That was really one of Eminem's best records when it came to that. So for Snoop to actually get turned down by Eminem, I don't know if that's really what it's going to be coming down to. I don't really know if that's what it's going to come down to. Now, you realize Snoop Dogg took on such a relationship with 50 Cent just based on the fact that he was Eminem's boy. You know what I mean? Like, they really, boom, big relationship right there. Now, the whole legacy of Snoop doing the features on albums really started with Snoop jumping on M's album, then Snoop jumping on 50's album, then Snoop jumping on Banks's album, and then that whole strategy sort of wore thin. But that's just me. That's just somebody who watched it play out telling you how it really was. Chris says, my thing is you should respect Dre if you put me on and you had a dude I didn't like, I wouldn't disrespect that too because of you. That's my issue. Well, no, you're 100% accurate with that. Like that's how the game is supposed to go. You know, you should respect Dre. If you put me on and you had a dude I didn't like, I wouldn't disrespect that. Exactly, right there. You know, Dre has it in his lyrics. I didn't miss a beat. I still got Eminem selling 50,000 a week. You know what I mean? That was one of Dr. Dre's Eminem was one of Dr. Dre's biggest investments before Beats by Dre. You know, before them stocks like just started. Like you could sell Beats by Dre is like having like is like selling Eminem's first week numbers like infinite amount of times in a row. Yeah, Chris, that's why I'm saying I don't think that this whole thing with Eminem and Snoop Dogg was actually over. It definitely wasn't over a song. I do not think it could have been over a song. It had to be something more than that. It has to be if I was going to speculate on it, it would probably have to be just the disconnection of what happened. But let me tell you this, guys. The Eminem and Snoop Dogg beef, that shit needs to be put to the side right now with everything that's happening with Dr. Dre. And that's just me being 100% real with you guys. Like everything that's happening with Dr. Dre right now is the most important. It's the most important issue at the table. So I'm telling you, these guys are going to put together their differences aside and say, screw that. When we got one of our friends who is facing life-threatening situations, one of our friends whose life may never be the same. They may never get to have another jam session with Dr. Dre like they did before. You know, and I know that that's what they'd rather have that than a stupid rivalry. Built up feud over the years, 2 decades in the making, Wilson says, basically right there, agreeing with me and saying, look at that. That's how you know what some fingers look like that be breaking up some good chronic. But what Wilson is saying is like what I was saying. This is something that could have built up over time. Where was Snoop when Eminem was going through all of his issues? Where was Snoop when Proof passed? Where was Snoop when Eminem was going through all the drug issues? Was he calling M? Was he checking in? It could be a lot more things to do with this than just Eminem not doing the remix to Sexual Seduction or Sensual Seduction. You know what I mean? And all right. The garment renaissance was about to get the 90-second block, but you know what, man? Let people comment what they want to comment. You know, you can't just be blocking everybody for sending a comment, man. It's not how I'm going to do it in the new year, man. I'm not even going to get as hype off of it because, like, giving that shit too much attention just ain't even cool. You know what I mean? Giving all that negative energy ain't even cool. You know what I mean? That's why you don't see me coming on here and dissing all these other bloggers because I'm the king of these other bloggers, man. They haven't even put in half the work that I did. You know, so you're not going to see me coming on here and dissing them in 2021. This year, you're going to see me putting out a lot of dope material. Like the interview with Cassidy that I have right now is probably better work than any other. Like it's MTV quality work, what me and Cassidy just did. It's MTV quality work, what me and Casa just did. You know, I have a great couple interviews for you. Uncasa breaking down how the diplomatic immunity intro came together. Uncasa breaking down how I can't even give it away, you guys. I got to let you guys stay tuned for the exclusive interview. I don't want to give it away. Okay, hold on. We got an interesting comment here from Devon. What's poppin', Devon? I appreciate you for tuning in. Everyone watching this video, I want you guys to share this video. Also, I'm going to let you know right now, everybody that follows me on Instagram, if you follow me on Instagram at MikeyT_the movie star, I'm going to follow you guys back right away. Everybody that follows me on the gram right now, I'm going to follow you guys back. I'm going to follow everyone back that follows me right now on Instagram. Man, Gilly is a clown. My bro Gilly is a straight clown. He's funny as hell. Okay. Some people be wild on that. Yo, PZ! What's poppin', man? Appreciate everybody tuning in tonight, man. Everybody tuning in. I was speaking with AR Rab about Casanova. We had a conversation about Casanova, because it's pretty messed up that Casanova is facing the same minimum sentence as AR Rab, 15 years. Davon said, if it was not for Ice Cube writing everyone's music when he was with the NWA, Dr. Dre will not be as big as he is, but I hope he gets better soon. I disagree with that, man. I disagree with that. You know what I mean? Ice Cube is dope. Ice Cube is dope. I give Ice Cube his respect and all that, but in all honesty, I look at it like this. Eazy-E really could have been the biggest billionaire by really signing those two. Eazy-E missed out on the boat by not really trying to sign Dr. Dre and Ice Cube properly, because Dr. Dre went on to be musically one of the best talents to ever exist, period, when it comes to producing and mapping out records. And Ice Cube is one of the biggest movie producers to ever exist. Eazy-E would have been the biggest artist if that was the case. If Eazy-E would have had those two major, you know what I mean, representatives of the culture. You have one that dominates the production of music, and you have another that dominates the production of film, and you sign them both. They're giving you an opportunity to sign them both, Dr. Dre and Ice Cube, because of the fact that they were working together and they believe in you for your voice. Like Ice Cube could have Eazy-E could have been in the biggest position to actually run a label that had who else do you guys think from NWA would have done some shit? What would the Doc have done? Would the Doc have come out as a solo artist? You know what I'm saying? What do you guys think? I think also more than Eazy-E getting manipulated by a culture vulture. Because in all honesty, the guy who manipulated Eazy-E, he should have saw the potential of what was going to happen with Cube and Dre, right? I think it was just more of a thing of Eazy-E not believing that there could be more to what was going on. Almost forgot where I was going with that. Yeah, smoking Kush is my daily routine. It's actually jungle cake right now, though. It's all right. Just grabbed a few O's to hold me over. It's like, what are you gonna do? You're gonna buy two O's for 400, or are you gonna go to the dispensary and get one O for 420? What would you rather do, guys? Would you rather go get two O's, 56 G's for 400, four and a half, whatever? Or would you rather go to the dispensary and get 28 grams? You know what I'm saying? Decisions, right? So they put up an Eminem quote that I'm not gonna read. I'm straight with reading all of Eminem's lame ass quotes from his his popular songs. You know what I mean? Eminem really wasn't all about that popular song shit. He just did that because you had to generate a buzz to sell some music. But Eminem really could write some good music, but I'm not all in tune with reading out his corny lyrics that we had to sit through and endure for like 15 years of our lives. Every time you turned on the radio or every time you woke up in the morning, you know what I mean? Every time you woke up in the morning before school and they're playing a music video and shit like that. And then you got to go through it again when your little brother is going through that phase. You know what I mean? It's just like It's enough. Enough is enough, man. I'm not on here to hear all that cookie cutter shit. That's why some things didn't work. Like that's why some things with G Unit didn't work. You know what I mean? If we can be completely honest. Look what happened with Tony Yayo. Look what happened with Tony Yayo, you guys. They tried to put all that cookie cutter shit. Chris said, don't compare Eminem to Elvis Presley. Yo, Guy, are you like a marijuana patient or something like that? Well, Don 90s hip hop, the story is that the engineer is the actual one who told. Why are you asking me about that though, man? That shit's so old. Well, did you watch the Benzino interview on the Flip the Script show or something? Tell people I'm gonna be on here. I tell people I'm gonna be on here and I'm gonna send them the link, and then they be tripping out and not on here. Where is he? Sent it to my guy Bari. Yo, Bari. Yo, 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 yo. Yeah, let's get this blunt lit. All right, man. I know I brought my lighter inside. I know it. I knew it. I knew it. Get that bud back in there, man. Need some more shit in there. You dig? Yeah, I don't really know much about that story. I mean, I heard the full story from Benzino. You know what I mean? I heard the full story from Benzino about when 50 Cent ran out of the studio. He ran downstairs. It just so happened that that was upstairs from Benzino's studio that he had, or Benzino was in the studio or some shit like that. And then Benzino actually had car service because the Source had car service at the time, and they actually called the car service for 50, which saved his ass because Zeno was saying something like they was about to come downstairs. Zeno was saying some shit like they was about to come downstairs and actually really start riding on 50. You know what I mean? But actually, it was interesting because I interviewed Uncasa and he said that he had a few 50 Cent stories himself. So, and this was actually when 50 was messing with Columbia. If anybody wants to support the channel, though, it's Cash App Mikey T Movie. Let me check this out. I'm probably going to go on my gram. And that's right. I smoke gas, the best gas, y'all. Appreciate everybody for tuning in right now. I'm waiting on a couple guests. We'll see if I get any guests in here tonight, though. Let's see. Quan, let me. Yeah, I just sent it to the homie Quan. Don 90 said, Mikey T, did you ever meet Stack Bundles? No, I never met Stack Bundles, but I did have a good relationship with Chinks. Yeah, I had a great relationship with Chinks. He had hit me after he got out of jail, and he was like, yo, Mikey T, I see you're a young blogger. I see you're getting into the game. I really could use someone like you. in my corner, and it was dope. You know what I mean? Starting to build with Chinks like that, because later on, when he actually formed a relationship with guys like Meek Mill, Wale, French Montana, Rick Ross, when I met up with Chinks and all in front of them, he ran me to every single one of those guys I just named, and he was like, "Yo, this is Mikey T. This is Mikey T. This and that. Good ass dude, Lil Durk, all of it. There's even drops of me, Lil Durk, and Chinks. Major respect to Chinks. Definitely one of the dopest people I ever met in the game. I put him right there, with I was talking about it earlier. I put Chinks right there with Dark Low. You know what I mean? Because I actually I was on my IG live talking about this. I put Chinks right there with Dark Low because, like in this game, you really shouldn't be getting caught up with all the artists and building relationships and shit with them like that. But when I met guys like Chinks and Dark Low, they were really relatively unknown. Like Chinks told me I was the first one that ever came to Far Rock just to actually interview him. You know what I mean? He told me, yeah, everybody else came to interview Stack Bundles. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they came to interview Stack Bundles. But you're the first one, Mikey T, who ever came just to do that for me. Chinks called me and said, yo, Mikey T, I need you to do a music video for me. And I was like, Chinks, I don't really do music videos. Chinks, but I did it for him. Man. Y'all can go check that out. It's on my old page. It's called Chinks Drugs. Keep it moving. Zymir says, Ab is an innocent man. Misunderstood. He's an innocent man. The Cassidy song. Yep, Ab is an innocent man, but sometimes, let me just say this, guys. Sometimes in cases, they make you sit up until it's all proven. You know what I mean? Sometimes in cases, they make you sit up until it's all proven. I lost. What was it like being in Far Rock? You want me to take you back to that? You want me to take you back to me going to Far Rock? Man, first of all, we're talking 11 years ago now. We're talking 10, 11 years ago now when I pulled up to Far Rock. It was like a bunch of big buildings. You know what I mean? There was these big buildings, these big brown buildings. And I pulled up in it in one section to meet up with Chinks. And Chinks was there with his guy Gutta, with his boy Gutta. And so I pulled out of my car and Chinks was there. And this was us meeting for like the first time, maybe. Maybe this was my first time meeting Chinks. So I jumped out of the car. I'm like, yo, Chinks, what's good? What's up? What's up? I spoke out a little bit higher and just to let him know I was there. I was excited. I was ready to work, and I was trying to, just to bring some excitement out of him as well. Because, sometimes these rappers back in the day, they didn't believe in themselves. Other people would be cocky, but sometimes rappers wouldn't really believe in themselves. And they wouldn't really think that anything was going to come of their music. And it's crazy to think that now, and after hearing what I just heard in my interview with Uncasa, to where Chinks's mind state was at just before his passing. And that's another piece of the interview. I've got Uncasa actually speaking on Stack Bundles as well. Do you have merch? I actually don't have any merch available right now, even though you see me in like this dope ass shit. You know what I mean? I appreciate you for asking that though. Definitely appreciate you for asking that. If anybody wants to donate to the channel, it's Cash App Mikey T Movie though. Yeah, check out that Chinks Keep It Moving video. So anyways, I was saying, so I came over to Chinks and I was like, yo, we need to get a little interview before the music video that we shoot. And so then Chinks' boy Gutta came over and started freestyling. And then that kind of got Chinks warmed up to where he actually did an interview with me. And that interview has like over 100,000 views. It's on my other page. It has over like 100,000 views, man. I think it might be 200,000 views. I'm not really sure, but rest in peace to my brother Chinks. I always appreciate him for going the extra mile for me. When I ran into Chinks at places like Yo Gotti's album release party in New York, Chinks would always invite me back to his studio and he would always show me a helping hand. Like when I was there at the Paranoid Remix video shoot with French and Ross and Wale and all these guys were there and Little Durk, Chinks actually, he walked, like I said, he walked me around and he introduced me to each one, even though I already knew French and I already knew Ross and shit like that. He actually, and I had just met Dirk. He really solidified my relationship with them a little bit. New York, what's poppin'? Yes, Don 90s hip hop. I actually did that video with Dice and Chinks. Yep, that's right. I actually did that video. It's called Keep It Moving. Chinks had hit me up and he was like, yo, Mikey, I want you to do this video. I want you to do this video. And he's like, I actually want you to pair me up because New York was talking about Dice at that time. New York was talking about Dice at that time, you know? But I'm gonna log back out. I might do another live purely on that. I'm gonna hit you guys back in a second.